I am currently in day 4 of withdrawing from DXM. It's like the lowest blood DXM level that my body has seen in like a year and a half at least. It's been quite some time of using it without ever like more than a 2 to 3 day break in between. Only when I really went out there and got my fix and, you know, pushed myself into territory where I was like, alright, that's enough. That was really the only time I bothered taking a break. Because then I didn't feel like, I felt like all I had to learn was in my like present experience. And there were times where I wasn't using a lot, like 90 milligrams, 120. I was just like maintaining at those times, keeping my head straight. It was only like that because I had to at that time. It does this thing where like it essentially inhibits or blocks the enzyme responsible for its own breakdown. So over time, you just kind of get higher and higher like blood levels. That's why there was this thing they talk about, the plateau sigma, where if you redosed in a certain pattern, you would just obliterate yourself beyond belief. That was just because you could, if you took like huge doses repeatedly, you'd totally stop your enzymes from breaking down any more of it. And that's like a feedback loop, because, you know, it keeps breaking down into the stuff that blocks the enzyme from being used. And that's, you'll hear about people getting like gone for like a week straight, just completely out of it. 3 days blacked out. And that's pretty crazy. I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't know why you do that, but I didn't totally understand why you do that. Without a doubt. Nowadays, I don't really feel like there's anything for me to learn from the experience. It just kinda, it's just like a bringing me back to center. And it's about time I learned how to get to the center all on my own. It's gonna suck. It currently sucks a lot. It's pretty miserable. Right now I feel a little bit alright. I just smoked some good weed and some long chamomile tea. So that's keeping the most of it at bay, but my brain is still zapping, which feels like the inside of my brain is twitching, and it kind of like moves out into like my neck and my eyes, especially my eyes. Especially, it kind of feels like the back of my eyes twitch too, like the muscle behind my eyes has like a spasm. That's really not fun, because it kind of like shifts it shakes my whole like visual field, and I can also hear it. So it's not even just like a sensation, it's like a whole like a shaking. It's not fun, but that's chill. I'm in warrior mode right now. I don't even care, man. I'm getting through this. It's about time. Really, I don't really wanna... Well, really I'm stagnated right now. The biggest thing I can do to better myself is to learn how to cope unassisted, because just the act of removing the crutch is going to bring out so much of the internal, like, it's going to magnify all the places that my brain is not wired right, so it's going to be great. It's already like that. Like, especially like the first 2 days. I was experiencing like really heavy, intrusive thoughts and stuff, like emotional swings. It's like anxiety, a lot of health anxiety, a bad hypochondria. It's like I've been in like pretty bad pain, and now it's just my brain is unleashed to be its own WebMD and try and diagnose me every 15 seconds, and it's like, please stop. Oops. I think that I don't know how long this is gonna last, because it's been, again, a year and a half. And there were times where I was taking like an easy 300 milligrams a day. Never for too long at once though, because I couldn't, at that rate, you're gonna get to the edge of your sensory experience pretty fast. And then after that, you don't want to push it, you just want to stay comfortable. And now it's like, what really happened was I started to just like always be at the edge of my sensory experience. So there was like nothing left. And then, even then, I was just using it to get there when I wasn't, which is stupid. It's like I'm continually like numbed to some degree, and that's the only reason it's so easy to survive. Or for real, yeah. So like that itself kind of started to like make the whole thing like less effective. Not even really. I just didn't. I felt like I grew like a psychological aversion in a way. No, I just didn't feel good. And so it's like, all right, time to move on. It's gonna be a lot better that way. I know for a fact that like all of the deeper experiences are gonna be had without that shield, that numbness that comes with using a dissociative or something that's like messing with your reuptake inhibition. Experiencing a lot of like just like nerve pain everywhere, which is quite odd, but I guess it isn't at all at the same time, because it's just, I'm guessing my nervous system's probably bugging out. It's like hyperactive. Though I also fell down the stairs like 2 weeks ago. This definitely can't be helping at all, even if it's just making me like incapable of not focusing on my bodily discomfort. I used to like have like really bad hypochondria, and I only like really started to get rid of that. And like, I guess really facing my fear on DXM of death, because that was like the way I could actually experience the complete loss of self, complete surrender, the acknowledgement that I have no control and no idea what's going on. Isn't it gonna be nice to like have my comfort not at all be dependent on anything except for my own brain, whether I eat food or not, and drink water. I feel like I'll be able to get such a better gauge of like my own health, and I already have like I've developed quite the in-tuneness, but that was all like assisted. So, and again, with the crutch, you just can't go as far as you can without a crutch. It might help you speed up a little bit. At first, if you have a broken leg, that crutch is gonna help you, but eventually you gotta let go of the crutch, once your leg's fixed, you ain't gonna keep walking around with the crutch. That'd be silly. I don't know if this thing has like different like beat presets or not. Like different drum loops, which would be pretty cool. That's what I'm hoping for. Just get to jam out. Keep moving my fingers. They get like super cold and tingly. They don't. And painful, just like random shooting pains. It's really unfun. I didn't mean to hit that. I'm retarded. Go back to the first one, dude. Indeed it does. It's weird. I can't even like follow this at all, to be honest. Sometimes I'm still getting used to this. I got a new keyboard. It's like different to play than my old one. Especially the black keys. They like less room to push them down. These are what they call synth action keys. Before mine were semi-weighted or more modeled like a regular piano. Benefit to this is my wrists don't start hurting.